Ignite to impact.
Wondering what to do this weekend so that you can put yourself first? Well, today we're going to talk about 20 different ways that you can make yourself first this weekend. Hi, I'm Dr. Geneva, and welcome to Ignite to Impact. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Making yourself a priority is one of the smartest moves that you can make. And really, it's easy if you're intentional, if you think about it. And making yourself a priority is important because it improves happiness and health and relationships and your overall well-being. So it makes sense to do it. But do we give self-care the attention that it really deserves that we should? And so I want you to feel empowered to give yourself permission to put yourself first and to live your best life. This is a subject I've talked a lot about, and you can visit me on these videos on YouTube, on LinkedIn here doing this live. You can go to my website at Dr. Geneva Speaks and I blog about it because I just think this topic of putting yourself first and how you really do self-care matters. And it matters to us, particularly as women who tend to always pour out and not always refresh and replenish ourselves. And if you want to hear more about that, visit the video that I did last time about drink while you pour to pick up tips and strategies on how you can continue to be, that everlasting, ever, always there, great person who gives and gives of herself and at the same time receive and give to yourself. But today we're going to talk about the 20 self-care things you can do this weekend to help inspire you to take care of yourself and live a healthier life. In other words, give yourself permission to pursue self-care. So this is going to be a fast-paced one, so I want you to perhaps get out a pen and paper so that you can jot things down. If you're watching me live, if you're watching on the replay, of course, you can play it over and over and over again. And so that's a good thing. Okay, let's get started. Number one, experiment with colors. Did you know that colors can really influence your mood? So play with new lipstick colors, bright, bold scarves. Pick up color-changing light bulbs that you can put in your home. And don't forget them coloring books, because coloring books ain't just for kids. So get lost in one and have fun. Number two, spritz perfume on your wrist and around your neck and paint your toenails. Boosting your appearance and also smelling things and looking at things and hearing sounds can all trigger powerful, great emotions. So spend some time doing that. Number three, get morning sun. Yes, get at least 15 to 20 minutes this weekend in the sun. Now, you, of course, can go outside and get it outside, but you can also go to a window where there's sunlight streaming in. Just make sure that you get some minutes of that sun so you can get that vitamin D and it'll perk up your mood. Number four, care for houseplants. Well, having a lot of houseplants is good because it's great for air quality. But also there's this technique called earthing, that when we put our fingers in the earth and we um, massage and work with plants, that it connects with us and it makes us feel better. It connects us with nature. And so caring for your plants, the whole process of misting them and, trimming them and going around. I know some people who even name their plants. I'm one of them. And I had them all around, but you can get lost in that and do that on a Saturday or Sunday morning. Number 5, play calming music. Yes, when you put on those sounds, whether it's on your phone or you're playing some music on your what are those? The echo dots, whatever, to get that music going and just enjoying the calming music. And there are plenty of apps like Headspace and Calm where you just can go and get all the kind of calming music you ever want. Number 6, get lost in something. That feeling of being so engrossed in a task or in something that you really enjoy, you can lose track of time. I know I love to take photos and I consider myself an amateur photographer. So when I get into taking shots or editing my photos, I really lose all track of time. And it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you enjoy it and it can absorb your attention, get lost in something. Number 7, clean just one thing. So you may say, as you're thinking about this weekend, oh, I have so much to clean. Don't do that. Just clean one thing. It might be something in your bedroom. It might be your desk. It may be a pantry, something in your pantry, or it might be a drawer. Whatever it is, just clean one thing. You'll feel so much better afterwards, and you'll feel like you've accomplished something. My favorite way to self-care over the weekend is to laugh. Just do that gut wrenching, gut belly down deep laugh about something where you just smile, because laughter is a great medicine. And you can watch something silly on YouTube or find some cartoons, particularly those cartoons you used to love. Mine was Roadrunner and Popeye. I probably love the two of them the most. And just turn them on, because you can find them now anywhere, and just watch it and just laugh and laugh, or listen to a laugh station. On now you can actually find stations that give you nothing but comedy and jokes and laughing, but just laugh. It's just so much fun to laugh. Number 9, zone out. Just take 15 minutes, just stop, maybe on a Saturday afternoon. Maybe you've spent most of the day just rushing around with doing errands. Take 15 minutes and just cool out. Just go to a corner, your corner chair, sit down, maybe sit on the edge of the bed, maybe go into your favorite room, put on your headphones and just zone out. Okay. Number 10, something that you can really do this weekend to take care of yourself. Bake something. Yeah, you can, just the whole process of looking at a recipe and getting absorbed in that. Or if you're making something like a pie or a pie crust, and the kneading and the of the dough and having your hands in there and the measuring and all that goes into what happens when you bake something. You can do that Sunday afternoon. Hey, get out the ingredients and make that pie. Number 11, think about this one. Disconnect to connect. So send a group text to the people that you have the most frequent contact with, and let them know that you're disconnecting from all technology for about 4 hours. And this is just to let them know that they don't need to worry about it, that you'll be just fine. And take your time in that 4 hours to, just perhaps think about all the individual moments that make up life. Now, you're not isolating yourself and you're not disconnecting from the world. You're just taking time off so that you can reconnect in a stronger way. The next tip that I have for you to do self care over this weekend is to surprise a friend with a video message and then invite them for brunch or dinner. Of course, when you both feel safe to meet up. It's just a spontaneous thing that you do, and it really will lighten your mood. It'll make you feel good because you're connecting with someone that you like to be with, and just meet up. Number 13, for if you really want to do some self-care this weekend, I want you to buy, find, or borrow a sleep mask and take a 4 to 5 minute nap in the middle of the day. Now, don't do it if you've got some business during the weekend and you're on a Zoom meeting. Don't Zoom out by getting your mask and taking that 5 to 10 minute nap. No. But find a nice place, get that sleep mask, 4 to 5 minutes, your brain will thank you. And if you can get in a 20-minute nap, that will be ideal. The next suggestion for this weekend that you can do is to stock your fridge. Hey, put everything in your refrigerator that's good, that's nutritious, that you like, that you enjoy. So at the last minute, if you get hungry or what have you, you'll have your food right there. And, Eric McAdams said, if you keep good food in your fridge, you will eat good food. So plan ahead, stock your fridge. And so for during the weekend, you will have that good stuff that you will eat. The next one, wake up gently to help your self-care during the weekend. They sell these alarm clocks that kind of ease you into waking up as opposed to that abrupt sound. And sometimes those are really nice. But just stretch when you get up and just take deep breaths, but do it gently when you wake up. And next, speaking of waking up, on the opposite, sleep on it. And so, oftentimes when we're in, the hustle and bustle of what we do during the day, we've got a lot of decisions we have to make. Research shows that sleeping on, getting your Z's, lets your brain kind of marinate and gives you clearer thinking, and you can make smarter decisions if you take a moment to sleep on it. So if you have those things that occur during the week that are just, you've got to make that decision, use your weekend to sleep on it. Number 17 in this list of 20 things, 20 ways to get your self-care on during the weekend, avoid negative people. Okay. So I think negative people are life force drainers. Okay. And so my friends who've known me through the years know this expression that I use about life force drainers. They're people who will just suck all the energy and all the force that you have within you out. And you need to avoid those kinds of people. And so don't meet up with them during the weekend. Don't do that. Avoid those kind of people and trust your self-care during the weekend will be great. The next thing I'd suggest for a self-care tip over the weekend is to pay it forward, to do something kind for someone else, or to say something nice to someone else. If you're in the grocery store or walking into some place, you can hold the door for someone, have a smile on your face, compliment someone you see with something they're wearing. It looks nice. But do or say something kind for someone else because it'll make you feel good. You're giving it to someone, but it really comes back to you. So pay it forward. The next tip that I have for you is on this weekend, dance like crazy. Oh, yes. And dance like no one is watching. I remember my grandkids, one day I was doing this and they were visiting, they were over there, and I had gone to another room, my room, and I had the music on and I just started dancing. And I was dancing for 4, 5, 6 minutes. It was a whole song and I was just having a good time. And I was dancing like nobody was watching me. And then when I stopped and turned around, my grandkids were there videotaping me. So we had, but I had a good laugh. That was like double fun because I had fun dancing like I was crazy and I had a good laugh with them. Even a few moments of moving your body can lift your spirits and make you feel good. And so number 20, my last on the list for things you can do this weekend to self-care for you is to buy yourself some flowers. No special occasion. You're just going grocery shopping or you're out and about and you see some flowers. Buy yourself the flowers and get the ones that you love. I do this all the time. I love lilies and I shop at Trader Joe's. And so every time I go into Trader Joe's, I'm getting me a bunch of lilies. What I like next is tulips. I'll pick me up a bunch of tulips. I will get something, some flowers. And it's just because it's a Tuesday, or it's just because it's me, or it's just because it's Sunday afternoon and I'm going to grocery shopping. No special reason. It's just because it's me. And that makes me feel good. So those are my 20 ways to this weekend care for yourself. I hope that you found these helpful. I hope you've taken some notes. Again, I'm so absolutely pleased you're with me today, and we're growing in our conversation. Please come over to drgenevaspeaks.com and sign up for our newsletter because we continue this kind of advice and strategies for how to take care of yourself, how to prioritize yourself, and all those things, how to stop overthinking, how to say no, how to get negativity out of life, how to do positive things. That's why we put together the Why Worry Bundle. That's why we have the Extraordinary Women Influencers Group. I'd love for you to come join that on Facebook, where we actually talk about how, in fact, we can be our very best selves so that we can help others, because, we as women are influencers. We are the ones that make a difference. We change things whenever we walk into a room or wherever we are, wherever our presence is. We create impact. We create change. And so if we are these kinds of change makers, we need to make sure that we're the best that we can be. And so in Extraordinary Women Influencers, we give tips and advice and practical strategies, and we support each other through your businesses and give great feedback and all those kinds of things where we can share ideas and network. So that's at Extraordinary Women Influencers on Facebook. So come on in there and join. I'm so glad you were here today. Have a great weekend. And you got 20 ways that you can put yourself first this weekend. See you later.